Hello, happy Monday. I was going to go live from the carpool lane and then my day just got all sort of flipped upside down. But I have an email here that one of my students had sent asking a couple questions, and so I thought I would just pop on and go live and answer those questions. So this question actually comes up a lot in class, and it's kind of a two-part question. So the first part of the question is, I thought when we gave CPR, we don't give breaths anymore. So tell me about that. The other part of that question is, if we're giving breaths, I thought that when we breathe in, we're inhaling oxygen, but then when we're exhaling, when we're breathing out, we're exhaling carbon dioxide. So why are breaths effective? So I'm going to answer the two-part question, and hopefully that'll make sense for you. So the first part, I thought they got rid of breaths when we do CPR now. And actually, during our CPR classes, and this is both for the healthcare provider level or the lay rescuer, and it's in our American Heart Association classes, our American Safety and Health Institute, in our Red Cross classes, we're actually focused on good, high-quality CPR. So that's a term that you're going to hear, that's an industry term, and really when we're learning the components of good high quality CPR, there's three things with those components. It's first recognizing cardiac arrest, recognizing the emergency, and then providing effective chest compressions and providing effective breaths, effective ventilations. So our three options, or our three components of the good high quality CPR, it still is including giving breaths. Also, the American Heart Association is still recommending both giving breaths and compressions for a handful of different scenarios, even with the introduction of hands-only CPR or compression-only CPR. So according to the American Heart Association, breaths and compressions are still recommended for situations where your victim is an infant or a child, for victims of drowning or overdose, or those that collapse due to any kind of breathing problems. One example of this is if they were awake and choking and you weren't able to get whatever they've choked on out, and now they've passed out after choking. So those specific scenarios, we are on purpose going to put emphasis on giving breaths and compressions. Now, those either with limited training, limited equipment, can provide hands-only CPR or compression-only CPR until help gets there. And actually, there's a new recommendation by American Heart Association. I will do another video on this at a later time, but the new recommendation is it's focused towards dispatchers, 911 dispatchers. When you receive a phone call of a potential cardiac arrest, there are new guidelines and standards that are prompting and recognizing the immediate need and providing immediate instructions over 911 for CPR and making that a national standard. That is the case here in Missouri. When you are calling 911, the dispatcher is walking you through CPR if needed. Okay, so then the second question, or the second part of that question is, well, wait a second. I thought that when we're breathing in oxygen and we're exhaling carbon dioxide. So explain to me why breaths are effective. Why are we still giving breaths? So short answer, and I can always expand on this again at a later time, but short answer is the air that we're breathing in, it's not 100% oxygen anyway. It's measuring about 20 or 21% oxygen. So we're not breathing in 100% oxygen anyway, unless you're supplemented. But then also, as you're inhaling, as your body is inhaling the oxygen and processing, and then you exhale, you're still exhaling at about 15% oxygen. So it's only going to be about 5% carbon dioxide, not 100% carbon dioxide. So we're inhaling 21% oxygen, exhaling 15% oxygen, just about 5% carbon dioxide. So there's still plenty of oxygen left over in that secondhand breath, if you will, where you are giving breaths to somebody else. So still a benefit in that secondhand breath. We are still seeing a rise in the overall rates of recognizing CPR and providing those good high quality steps. So hopefully that helps shed a little bit of light, answer some questions. If not, drop them down below and I will get back to you, and I will be back later this week with some other information. Talk to you guys soon. Bye.